Good afternoon. Change is the only constant in life, said Heraclitus. This timeless quote reminds us that growth, renewal, and transformation are a part of every journey. Today, as we celebrate the transition of leadership within our organization, we embrace this change with optimism, gratitude, and a renewed sense of purpose. Good afternoon. Before we begin, may I kindly request everybody to please settle down and put your phones on silent. On behalf of our chairperson Priya Gazdar and her committee, I, Sujita Chityala, Honorary Secretary of FLO Hyderabad, extend a warm welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Ms. Reema Gupta, our distinguished past chairs of FLO and YFLO, sponsors through the year, families from both FLO and YFLO incoming and outgoing teams, and our fellow FLO members. As we commence this annual session and change of guard, let us be reminded that today is not just about celebrating new beginnings, but also acknowledging the tremendous achievements of our current leadership. The team's hard work through the year has set a strong foundation for the future. May I now kindly request everybody to please rise for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I now request FLO Chairperson Priya Gazdar, YFLO Chairperson Riddhi Jain, our distinguished speaker Ms. Reema Gupta, and FLO past chairpersons Hina Srivastav, Rekha Reddy, Monica Agarwal, Padma Rajgopal, Usharani Manne, Sona Chetwani, Shubhra Maheshwari, Ritusha, and YFLO past chairpersons Anjum Babu Khan, Mansi Malik, Maurya Boda, Sonali Modi Saraf, and Aarti Shah to please join for the lamp lighting. I now invite FLO Chairperson Priya Gazdar, YFLO Chairperson Riddhi Jain, our distinguished speaker Ms. Reema Gupta to grace the dais. I request Chairperson Priya Gazdar and YFLO Chairperson Riddhi Jain to please felicitate ma'am with FLO memento. It's my privilege to introduce the speaker for today. With over 25 years of transformative leadership at the intersection of technology, education, and entrepreneurship, Reema Gupta brings a unique perspective on how women can lead in the AI revolution. As the co-founder of Dotx, Reema pioneered an educational framework integrating essential life skills with technology, while exploring AI applications for content creation and personalized learning. Previously, During, during her decade at the Indian School of Business, she transformed the Center for Learning and Management Practice from a cost center to a revenue generator through innovative industry academia collaborations. Reema's career began in technology, where she rose to senior director at Dell EMC, leading transformational initiatives that delivered $155 million in cost savings. Her work in bringing design thinking to product development earned her recognition as one of the top 10 women to watch in science and technology in Massachusetts. Her proudest achievement is co-authoring The Dot That Went for a Walk, a book featuring stories of 51 pioneering women from India. I now request Chairperson Priya Gazdar and YFLO Chairperson Riddhi Jain to begin the fireside chat with our guest speaker, Ms. Reema Gupta.
Amen. Present here as well as the women from the project.
Good afternoon, Reema.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us at this last event of the 2024-25 tenure for Riddhi and me. We are both very delighted and very honored that you all are here today, applauding us and cheering the incoming team. Thank you so much. To set the context, Reema, we have seen that products like computer kits, PCs, are all mostly marketed to boys. And gaming, when it came in, entrenched this idea further. In a startling statistic that I looked up when we spoke, computer science graduates who are women fell from 36% in 1986 to 21% in 2024. This is actually a very alarming statistic. But today we are seeing the lines blurring a little bit with generative AI like ChatGPT, bringing a lot of non-tech people into the fray. In this context, let's now discuss how women can lead the AI revolution, given your background and deep domain experience in this sector.
Sure. Thank you so much, Priya, for inviting me here, and thank you, all of you, for welcoming me, and a very, very good afternoon to all of you. I think, like you said, the statistics are alarming. But if you look at the overall statistics of women who are completing higher education in India, it's phenomenal. And I think we should all give ourselves a round of applause for making that happen. Given that I have been in technology field, I think part of it is we'll discuss a little bit about some of the gender bias that we come across as we grow up. I mean, my parents were doctors, and they just assumed that I would become a doctor, and I decided not to take that track. But it's just generally some of these things, right? Culturally, we are thought of as something that is maybe more suitable for us, and we grow with those kind of biases, and we are hoping that, maybe AI will, like you said, break some of those biases, right? So how many of you think AI is very objective? Can I see a show of hands who think AI, given that it's all based on science and data, why will it not be objective? So it's good, a lot of women are holding their voice and saying maybe not, right? And I think it's great that you're thinking about this way, because I want to show you through a couple of examples that why this is not the case, right? And why simple things make us maybe not so, so prone to using STEM careers or pursuing STEM careers. And I think what you said, Priya, is that even though we are not from STEM, we can all be part of this AI conversation. So I want to motivate you, and I hope by the end of this conversation, you'll all agree that we can all be part of the AI conversation. So maybe if you have should we follow up with the other question? Or?
Yes, I think.
Yes. So I love that spark. I think AI will get a fresh twist. So Ms. Reema, let's talk about something every woman in this room can relate to. The speed of change. AI is moving faster than any technology we've seen before. And if you're not constantly learning, we risk falling behind. But here's a bigger challenge. It's not just about us. It's about how AI is shaping the next generation. Our children are growing in a world where AI is writing their news. curating their entertainment, and even influencing how they think. So, my question to you is, how do we as women navigate the AI-driven world, not just for ourselves, but for our children? And what lessons can we take from this rise? And frankly, the chaos of social media is too high.
Yes. So if you can bring up some of my slides, please. I think that's a very, very relevant question. And
I have my children sitting here.
yes, and a big shout out to actually, there are some kids who are actually doing their homework. So hello, and thank you for being here. Being such amazing kids. And so how many of you are familiar with this book called The Anxious Generation? And I think, no? Okay, anyone has, okay, very interesting. So there is this professor from NYU, his name is Jonathan Haidt, and he has written this very, very powerful book called The Anxious Generation. And I think the reason why I quote this book a lot is because it has a lot of data, right? So part of what we think will convince us is by looking at data. So if you bring up my slides, yep. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm going to skip through a little bit and come back. So this is the data that he has presented. So you see that what this chart is showing is the anxiety level, the rise in anxiety level. And as you can see, for the 18 to 25-year-olds, it's the highest. So, and he has pointed out this gray area, right? That's showing that something happened from 2010 to 2014. That's kind of just put us in this high trajectory of anxiousness. What do you think that is? Information, internet, .com was there in 2000s also. So, kind of, yes. What in social media? What about Facebook? Facebook existed before. Something happened. Yeah.
It's your information.
So I think there are two key points here. There are two things that happened. One is in 2010, iPhone 4 came out with a front-facing camera. What did that do to us?
Recognition.
Selfie culture. And Facebook acquired Instagram. What did that do? Instagram was a very small company. If you remember, right, one of the things they're saying, imagine with 50 people, they can do so much. Now, Facebook, which was a big gorilla in the market, acquired Instagram and made it an even bigger gorilla. And guess where all our kids went to? I'm a mother. I've gone through this. And this is what happened, right? You see, this is the data that's amazing. During that same time, the second chart shows the amount of time kids spend with their friends decreased dramatically. Now let's put it in this AI context. What are we doing with AI? What kind of conversations are we having with AI? And I speak a lot to my friends. From this survey as well, we got very, very interesting data, right? So I see a lot of you are playing around with AI. It's very, very new. This is right from our data from yesterday. 75 of you filled it out, so very, very thankful to you guys. And we are going to roll it out at a much wider level as well. And see, we are playing around with it, right? It's a very new technology. But some of the interesting things that I'm hearing is, one is this concept of agents, right? Anyone used an agent? Agentic AI, agents, okay. So this is the new thing built on top of ChatGPT. Now actually ChatGPT has incorporated agents into its own framework, right? What does it do? So I'll give you one use case. Your mother lives in another town. You want to book a ticket. You generally, what do? You call her up, Mom, how are you doing? When would you like to come? I'll look up the dates. You go on Make My Trip or one of these sites, look for tickets, come back, talk to your mom again. And so imagine this agent gets on your WhatsApp because you give it permission, will message your mom saying, hey, looking to book tickets, what are possible dates? Will get the dates, look for tickets, give you the price and saying, okay, this is the most optimal price for the date she wants, here it is. You approve it, it goes, books the tickets, and sends your mom the itinerary. How much time have you spoken to your mom? This is here today, by the way. This is not, I'm talking about something that's going to be in future. This is here right now. I can do this for you. The second thing that I find very interesting is, again, and we're all playing around, right? Because this technology is just so powerful. You cannot be, like both of you have said, be left behind, right? So I see this interesting trend, and especially for women, right? Personal coaches and counselors. So there is this one professor from ISP who had written about, she's an ex-professor, now she's in Singapore, and she's written about how she does active journaling. So, how many of us do journaling at home in our diary? Yeah, old-fashioned way. Yeah. So she decided to do it online. And imagine now this ChatGPT, has data for your past 6 months. She has been doing active journaling online. So it's able to analyze. So first of all, it says, I'm honored to be part of your journey. And then it says, hey, here are some trigger points or patterns that I've noticed. And maybe when this happens, it seems like you always get triggered. This you can do with ChatGPT right now. So imagine where our conversations are going. Imagine our kids' conversations, right? We are at this cusp of moving from young age to middle age kind of thing, but kids are going to be growing up with this. And of course, education, I don't need to talk about. Again, it's very, very powerful, right? We all go for tutors. I remember I was looking for the best math teacher for my daughter Sahana because she was not at all interested in math. And then one day she came, this was the time of YouTube videos, so she said, Mom, I found this YouTube video link where the guy explains very well, so don't look at math tutors for me. But imagine you get a personalized tutor for every child. You have a biology problem, you have a question in biology, we'll ask ChatGPT, we'll ask a personal tutor. And Khan Academy has come up with something called Khan Amigo that exactly does that. So,
my son's using a lot of
yes.
AI.
So again, it's brilliant. It is going to change the world. One of the biggest changes is going to be how we teach. And Khan, again, you mentioned him. So he talks about how we can resurrect, imagine we can resurrect Gandhiji's personality. And the kid, instead of reading a history of it, can talk to Gandhiji and ask him about Satyagraha movement. Wouldn't that be exciting?
Absolutely, and scary also.
Yeah, and scary
at
also.
some level.
So yeah.
It's thrilling for the kids, to use that and,
It's very thrilling, and we need to be aware, right, of what are the changes, like you said, at fast pace come around.
Making
and
apps with the AI and everything is...
Everything, and I'll give you a couple more examples in the next question, but I think amazing, amazing speed and change that we are going to see. I think we can't be just sitting on the sidelines. We have to be active participants in it because we don't want it to happen what happened in social media, right? Who wants an anxious, depressed generation who thinks that their life is over because the AI is so much smarter than they are? So who all are mothers here?
Everyone.
Mothers and grandmothers.
And we have dads also in...
So we need to be part of a tribe. Starting today. It was actually yesterday. But we need to be part of a tribe. So what you told me as what is your primary concern regarding children doesn't happen. Actually, there was a nice AI in education conference that I attended. And there was a professor from Stanford, and there was someone from Google, Stanford, and I think Claude. And they'd asked them, what is that one worst case scenario if they can describe in one word? Guess what the Stanford faculty said? So, of course, Google said deep fake and all this other things. The Stanford guy said loneliness. I'm afraid of loneliness. Okay. So just to get, I think it's important to think about this, right? It's the reason why I'm trying to tell all this is that I want to move away from just like we'll be a user group and, yes, I use ChatGPT and I do this to saying, hey, what kind of policymakers, making communities we are, what kind of, initiatives are we leading to make sure this thought process is not something that 20 years down the road we think, oh my God, what did we do to our kids?
Sure, I think, AI is here to stay. And if we empower ourselves, I think we'll not be overpowered by it, right? to sum it up.
To some extent, yes.
So, given that it is so intuitive, through this year, I think in the beginning of the year, I started saying, if a FLO chairperson had to do this, what would be your suggestion? And as I went along, a month down the line, 2 months down the line, it started giving me everything about FLO. So I didn't really have to give it too many prompts if my thought process was not running, if I was short of time and I had to check something, get something done through ChatGPT. I didn't really have to give it too many prompts. It right away understood what was the context. So given that it is so intuitive, it can be so helpful. Still, we see there's a algorithmic bias. And so how do we change that?
Yeah.
Especially in terms of women and AI and industries.
Okay. So again, very, very important, and I love reading books. So I would recommend, there's a very, very phenomenal book called Invisible Women. And again, this is not in AI time, this was before AI. This is, I think, a 2018 book. Phenomenal, phenomenal, I cannot stress, and it's a very easy read. So for those of you who are thinking, oh my God, this is a thick book and it's not even a fiction, and seriously, Reema, you're recommending this to us, I would say please read it. It's an amazing book. It talks all about different kinds of biases that are creep up in the system. The good thing is that there's a lot of awareness, right? So I'll give you a couple of case studies. So one is this, this student in CMU, a PhD student whose research thesis was he looked at a lot of images, right, that are on internet. And he created a huge database. And actually now this database is something that's used by a lot of people. And so he then said is that he took just a head picture of a man, and he took a head picture of a woman and said, complete the rest of the picture. Guess what? It completed it beautifully. But what it did was, for men, it represented it in suits. For women, it represented them in bikinis. Yes. And this is a machine. Right? Now, do you think a machine is, humans, we can think, yes, we have biases, right? Someone might objectify women and stuff like that. Machines are like logical. How does it happen?
Yeah, the people who created it.
No, so when you take the database, right, of all the images on the internet, 80% of them are showing women in bikini and, men in suits, so that's what it's learning. So it's very important to understand where the data is coming from.
But even today, if, let's say you go to Google and not a Shutterstock and don't type in woman in suit or something, but if you go and type in Google and say, I want professionals, no, not women, don't give that prompt. But if you say, I want Indian professionals, most usually it'll be men who will come up. The moment you say, I want a stenographer, women will come up. So this bias is entrenched, it is there. Even now, it is there.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just going to bring up my next slide. Yeah. So again, I completely agree. And so nowadays, the good news is a lot of corporates have become aware. So there was another case study where Amazon took its last 10 years of resumes that it has gotten. Imagine that. And this was done in 2015 or so. Last 10 years of all the resumes it has gotten. And then, of course, it has marked the ones that it has hired, right? So the idea is to create an automatic generated algorithm that new resumes coming in, it will put it into a pile to look at or not to look at, right? So, because they get thousands of resumes, right? So they don't have the manpower, or they'll have to bring up so much more manpower. So they said, hey, let's create an AI algorithm to kind of filter out which resumes match the kind of people that we hire. So we'll get those personalities. So guess what happened? If you have put in your resume anything related women's chess club captain, you are marked down. Because with the 10 years of resumes, it was mostly men who get hired. And so it just looked at the resumes and said, hey, most of the people who didn't get hired had women something in them. So it gave a negative point for that. So that's why it is very, very important to be aware of how databases, and again, the last study is very, very interesting. This is a very new study, okay? And this is not even, so okay, we say what they say is our biases in the society creep into the AI, right? AI is not God. Whatever data, garbage data in, garbage data out, right? So we are not feeding it the right kind of data. That's why we are seeing these biases. So there's a lot of measures now being taken in corporates to make sure that the data that is fed in is representative of the population. So that's one correction they have done. But imagine this last study, I do want to, sorry if I'm taking a little bit more time, is where they said this is a very interesting, it's a research study, it's been published in Marketing Journal, very popular. So they saw that they created an ad, right? We create a lot of ads for our businesses, Google ads and so on and so forth. And it's for a STEM program, right? And they posted it online. They saw that men got more impression than women, right? So it was shown more to men than women. So they said, is it a bias that because women are not in STEM field, that's why it's not showing it to women? They ruled that out. They said, no, that's not the case. So then they said, what is the case, right? Why would it not be showing equally to men and women? So they looked at, is it country specific? So they did this experiment, 191 countries, okay? So they saw the same pattern. So it's not like developed countries, US, you would say, okay, it's more equality in STEM, so maybe it should be more equal kind of, or in Nordic countries and stuff like that, but they found the same kind of disparity. So what they found was, it's got nothing to do with how the data is input in this case. It has to do with the optimization algorithm that the ads have. So what they found is that women's eyeballs are more expensive than men. Do you get me? Women's eyeballs. So this is an AI optimization, right? This is an ad optimization algorithm that has nothing to do with what is the content that's being shown. All it is doing is, hey, women's eyeballs are more expensive than men, so naturally the impressions to women will be less. Because you have $20 to spend, let's say it's spending 10 on men, so 10 for men, let's say you'll buy 10 impressions, for women you'll only buy 5. So imagine just by optimizing that has got nothing to do with gender is causing this kind of a outcome. So, you were talking about, you started the question, right? Why should women go more into STEM? If you're not going to even see programs about STEM, how will you even get enrolled into those programs? And so with AI, it's very, very important. This is a term that I like, unintended consequences. I think, and this is something we teach when we do our own, with our startup, is one of the things is counterfactuals, right? What if this doesn't happen? Always do a what if analysis, right? Always look at the other side and kind of try to figure that out. So I hope this has given some insights into the kind of biases that we will see in AI. So don't just assume because it's AI, everything is hunky-dory. Question it, and question it.
Absolutely. When we nurture AI, it blooms into something very, very transformative. So now let's step back and look at a big picture. There are a lot of fear going around AI replacing jobs. And yes, AI will automate certain tasks, but it will also create entirely new industries, roles, and opportunities. The question isn't whether AI will take over. It is who will lead the AI-driven world. So, Ms. Reema, in your view, how are women uniquely positioned to lead in this space? And what mindset shifts do we need to turn AI-driven challenges into a game-changing opportunities for us?
I think that's a wonderful question, and sadly, I don't have the crystal ball, right? And it's funny that you're asking this because, as mothers, right, we all, computer science was the big buzz, right, until maybe a year ago or something. It still is the big buzz, but I think people are tempering it down. And I think you started, right, with STEM, like how do women get into STEM? I think the conversation is not about STEM anymore. It's about what does AI mean for us, like you said, for our businesses, for our children, for our society. And I think that conversation all of us can be part of. So my first thing would be, please don't hesitate to be this part of this conversation if you think it's only meant for STEM. It's only meant for computer science people, data analysts, and so on and so forth. It's meant for all of us. So that's the first thing. The second thing is in terms of what jobs, right, will come? What is the future of economy going to look like? And again, this is very, very uncertain times, right? And one of the things that I tell my kid is to be comfortable with uncertainty, because that's the only certain thing. Things are changing. We used to talk about linear scale, and now the new term is exponential scale, right? Before you know, I have been following the AI since our startup days, and we got every one of our workers trained in the AI tools, so content generation became so much easier. What used to cost us $35,000 can be done in 35,000 rupees, could be done in 1,000 rupees. So we encouraged, and I think we saw that so we have a lot of designers, content designers, and the designers could really leverage, who knew the design skills, could really leverage AI to produce things much faster, right? And there's a lot of research done in academia also that shows about augmentation, what they are calling human in the loop, augmenting human capability, and actually Asimoglu, who is the Nobel laureate, he has written a nice paper on this about economics of labor, how it's going to change. And one of the things he talks about is augmentation. And we are all seeing it, right? Whether we are doctors, professionals, business owners, and so on and so forth. The second thing is displacement, right? There will be some jobs that will not be needed, or we'll not need as many people. I remember I recently talked to an IT person, and they used to have 300 people. They have scaled down to 70. This is a reality. So there is a displacement happening. The question is, what new jobs are going to be created, right? It's not necessarily, so there will be new jobs that will be created. There will be a new future. We just don't know what that is.
Spot on. I think AI isn't a threat. It's a tool, and it's going to be thriving forever. I want to just add, so women bring exactly what AI needs, I feel: empathy, collaboration, and ethics. But we have to claim our seat, because AI won't wait. The future is now, and it's ours to lead. So by today's conversation, I think it's very clear.
I have one question
Yeah?
for her. Sure. This is actually, it revolves around the ethics piece. Because there are so many scary movies now, those whole scenarios that they set up where the robots are going to overpower us, and human existence itself will be questioned. So AI, I feel, is not just about technology. It has to understand us. It's also about ethics. It's about inclusivity. It's about responsible innovation. So how can women like us in leadership positions nurture AI solutions that are equitable, that are ethical, and they're designed to benefit the society as a whole?
Very good question, Priya, and I think that's a great closure to this conversation is, so I was in Kilimanjaro exactly a year ago, had done that whole trek up the mountain, down the mountain, and then we went to Serengeti and visited the Maasai tribe, right? So this is a picture from there. That's a Maasai tribe village, the small one. Excellent. So, so it was funny, right? So the guy, he was, they sell a lot of trinkets, so he was welcoming us to their village, and he said, hey, look, this is women-made, and we were a group of women who had gone trekking. So he's like, this is all done by women, you should buy it, support it, and stuff like that. So he was saying, look, the women here are so industrious, they take care of the kids, they build the houses, they cook, they do build all these trinkets to sell, they get water from far-fetched, and they make sure kids' education and stuff like that, and women are doing. And we are looking at him and saying, okay, what are the men doing? And so in Maasai tribe, the men basically, they go on a hunt, come back after 3 months, spawn some children, and then go back on a hunt. So I think women have a critical role to play, jokes aside. Like I talk about, and I've done a lot of research, actually, interesting research, right, that talks about women, when we look at what kind of businesses we are starting. And so when you look at what kind of impact we are having, one of the big programs at ISB was for the Women 10,000 program. And one of the things that always bugged me was that we were not able to scale as we would want it to scale businesses. And I was very curious as to, everything in business school is measured by profitability, scale, and so on. And I said, what are we missing in this equation? So I did a whole bunch of interviews with women entrepreneurs and so on, looked at their business, and there was a very interesting nugget that actually has been documented in research, is that women not only just build their company, they build the community around them. So women entrepreneurs, most of them were supporting other women workers who were in their company, whether educating their children, giving them work, flexible work things. And so there's a lot of literature in economics around women creating social value in addition to profits. And I think we should not let that go. I mean, if you just measure it by, hey, how Facebook has turned around or something like that sort, and you just measure the profitability, right? Versus a balance. And I think that's what women bring to the equation. We should make sure that gets highlighted and gets there in every business book. Why are we not measuring the social impact of these women, of all of us here, right?
Yeah,
And
I think organizations like FLO, we do exactly that.
Oh, excellent.
We do exactly that, build social value.
And I think maybe we should feed that bit into when we are teaching. So looking forward to, there's a good, very, very good segue. And the other thing I just want to mention is there's a very nice case study, right? So how many of you go to bathrooms and find that women's bathroom always have a long line and men's bathroom is like a easy, and you go to movie theaters, right? And a lot of places. And so we say, okay, why is that, right? And generally the research found that in women generally take kids or are helping. Sometimes we have menstrual camps and all this stuff. So we need a little bit more time. So is it okay to build then equal size bathrooms for both of them?
Or number of bathrooms.
Or number of bathrooms, right. Equal size meaning increasing, right? Why don't we demand a bigger bathroom? So I think we need to change our mindset. So you talked about mindset. So there are two mindsets that I think we should change. One is that don't take the narrative as it is, because things need to change. We are the custodians of that change, and we need to bring equity into the conversation. The second thing is this whole concept of, actually, it's a very new concept called longevity, right? So our lifespans are going to increase. I see all such beautiful women, and everyone look for me like under 30. So I'm thinking, when she said young and not so young, or the regular ones, and this is a reality that's going to happen. So another thing to think about is, if you're going to live longer, how do you want to live those lives? So with that, I'll close. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you for this wonderful, eye-opening conversation, Reema. And it was a much-needed conversation. It set the context for, how we will look at our future here on. Thank you so much, Reema.
Thank you, Ms. Reema, for your thought-provoking insights on how women can nourish, navigate, and nurture the AI revolution, and for inspiring us all to take an active role in shaping the future of technology. We now move on to unveiling of the first look of the annual issue of FLO Hyderabad magazine, Connect. I would like to invite FLO Chairperson Priya Gazdar, YFLO Chairperson Riddhi Jain, our guest speaker Ms. Reema Gupta, Connect mentors Ms. Rekha Reddy and Ms. Manjula Reddy, Connect EC Head Bhavna Chopra, and the Connect team members Kanika Jain, Amita Karnani, Neeraja Giri, to please join for the unveiling. I request the YFLO Connect team also to please join here, please. I would now like to invite FLO Chairperson 2024-25, Priya Gazdar, to give her final address.
I feel taller than usual. I feel lighter than usual. At the same time, I feel so full of gratitude, privilege, honor. With that, namaste everybody. To our chief guest, Reema Gupta, to our special invitees, YFLO Hyderabad past chairs who are here in such a large number today, thank you. To members, to friends and family. When I stood before you exactly a year ago, that was on the 21st, and this is the 20th, I felt both humbled and honored with the responsibility and position entrusted to me. I made myself a promise that I will do more than dream, I will work. I will do more than lead, I will nurture. I will do more than care, I will trust. I will be more than fair, I will be respectful. I will do more than serve, I will enrich. I will be more than good, I will be good for something and to everybody. With my strength, my wings, my fuel, the change makers, collaborative spirit and collective action, I have been able to fulfill that promise I made to myself. I love you, my change makers. Thank you for being there for me through the year, unconditionally. Taking FLO's ethos, the power to empower seriously, our focus during the last 12 months was to syncretize our diverse capabilities into a collective power. We planned a sector-wide schedule of events and initiatives, and I'm very happy to share that we adhered to it in spirit and action. To achieve which, we adopted a three-pronged strategy to nourish, navigate, and nurture, keeping women-led development and the SDGs at the heart of our every action. We ensured FLO Hyderabad became an enabler and a co-creator. Our economic impact endeavors had a three-point agenda to upskill and expand the horizon of opportunity for our members. Recognizing the power of the MSME ecosystem, we organized a full-day MSME conclave, released a digital ready reckoner. We facilitated an MOU between National Institute of MSME and FLO National. We facilitated talks by and for our members and made policy recommendations that found place in Government of Telangana's first ever MSME policy released in September 2024. Be it the MOU with the International Startup Foundation, workshops on angel investing, business financials, AI for everyday businesses, debt funding, and digital literacy hackathon for students, our startup and incubation vertical did it all. The Spark Tank cohort designed an in-house curriculum for startups and emerging businesses. With its expansive curriculum, which also included exposure visits, and which we are hoping we will do a final pitch to investors, it has given us the confidence that we can be a serious enabler in this space. Our Mindshare program, which was a series of workshops in personal and business storytelling, was a smashing hit, with the participants dubbing it life transformative. As part of this 12 weeks program, 16 participants honed their innate potential under a TEDx curator and advisor and emerged fearlessly confident on stage. Our social impact mandate was something we took very seriously. Each of the initiatives were taken up and designed for sustainable impact. The health vertical team organized health camps, talks, a cancer awareness walk, and play. The feather in the cap is unmistakably the bedside care training and placement program, as a result of which 500 rural girls are now working in leading hospitals, including AIG, Rainbow, HCG, and others, with a starting salary of 22,000 rupees plus perks. We also sponsored a pediatric remedial and activity room at Malakpet Government Hospital, which will cater to nearly 15,000 children in 1 year. The handlooms vertical, Sakala, worked closely with the Siddipet cluster, coming up with design interventions and demonstrating the value additions that can be done with the traditional weaves. Basic and advanced training in Maggam work for 40 urban underserved women is another meaningful impact activity under this vertical. Free stalls were provided for weavers from 5 clusters at FLO Style Tattva and for 2 clusters in Anshukam at Delhi. We concluded the initiative with the upskilling of 10 women weavers, a project we undertook under the aegis of the Government of Telangana. I must mention here that the government has credited FLO Hyderabad with the remarkable feat of preserving and propagating the Golabhama and Mutyam Gari weaves, which are on the brink of fading into history. by training 10 women weavers in the Train the Trainer model in the art and technique of weaving these two heritage handlooms and ensuring that this invaluable legacy lives on. The cover on the Connect easel was a Mutyam Gadi stole, which we have repurposed, a sari which was repurposed into a stole by the Sakala team. Through our agriculture initiative, we leased a 1-acre land parcel and established a center of excellence to train 100 smallholding women in modern vegetable farming techniques and go-to-market strategies. Here too, the Train the Trainer model was adopted to keep the cycle of learning and earning going, to ensure that whole communities thrive and become self-sufficient, and the results are already showing. Our education and skilling vertical has conducted talks in schools and colleges and driven the free Tally Pro course for 350 graduate students across 3 colleges. Most recently, we facilitated the Dignity Through Sports project that prepares marginalized children for national and international sailing competitions. We also worked towards creating decent livelihood opportunities for young women from slums in the city. A notable achievement under this vertical is that all 230 students of Government Degree College for Women, Begumpet, who were the beneficiaries of our free Tally Pro course, earned campus placements across IT, healthcare, and services sectors with a starting salary package of 5.8 lakh rupees, thanks to the certification from Tally Academy. Shubhra, you had asked for 6 to 10. They are ready for you. We documented the extensive work done through the year and have readied or already submitted white papers on our learnings and recommendations to the handlooms, agriculture, health, and women's welfare departments of the government of Telangana. To promote business exchange, we organized our signature fashion and lifestyle exhibition, Flow Style Tattva, in July 2024, which saw the participation of 200 plus vendors from across the country. We also hosted a trade exchange panel with the representatives of US, UK, and Australian governments. A 12-member group of senior leaders from the chapter joined the business delegation to the Nordic, Baltic, and Scandinavian countries. Our business promotion platforms, Business League, which hosts 3-minute elevator pitches by member entrepreneurs, and FLO Marketplace help members and non-members establish B2B and B2C connects and enhance their profitability. We hosted international entrepreneurial delegations from Philippines and Germany at FLO Industrial Park, India's only 100% women-led industrial park. We also hosted delegations from the governments of Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh, as the park has today become a global role model for emulation in women's entrepreneurship, especially in the MSME sector. We featured 55 thought leaders on the FLO platform from across sectors in learning, motivational, and networking sessions this year. We organized over 105 events, including speaker sessions, workshops for FLO and non-FLO members, health camps, digital and financial literacy workshops, mindset development classes, and the list goes on. For member networking, apart from events, we hosted a retreat to Bhopal, with its 2 UNESCO heritage sites, palaces, shimmering lakes, and a host of unique participant engagement activities. The retreat was an out-and-out success. We kept our members apprised with the happenings within the chapter through monthly e-newsletters and engaging social media updates and campaigns. We onboarded nearly 150 new members and organized 2 meet and greet sessions with the executive team, plus 2 orientation sessions spearheaded by past chairs to create a sense of belonging and familiarity for our new members. And through it all, everywhere, 24/7, was the core committee. The secretariat team, always just a call away. Their energy, commitment, and ability to turn chaos into calm kept the ship sailing smoothly no matter what. The Treasury team, the rock-solid anchor that has kept our finances in check, helping us achieve our biggest flights of fancy, supported by the finance team for marquee events. Proud to share with you all that our past chairperson, Kamini Saraf, has been elected as FLO National Vice President for 2025-26. She will take over the mantle of President FLO National in 2027-28. Congratulations, Kamini. You've made us so, so proud. Your celebratory cake is waiting. And now, with great passion, with great purpose, and great pride, I would like to share that this year, we have succeeded in making a long-standing dream come true for the chapter with the opening of the FLO Hyderabad Center of Excellence, a standalone 2,800 SFT space in Banjara Hills that will henceforth be our destination for all meetings, workshops, trainings, and events of up to 60 attendees. A labor of love, no less, created with the guidance of the FLO Hyderabad Past Chairs Council. And FLO National has acknowledged it as the first of its kind in 41 years of FLO's existence. Having past chairperson Ajita Reddy on the National Presidium as Joint National Treasurer definitely gave us an edge when it came to finances and some insider intelligence. Thanks, Ajita. Can we have the video for the COE, please? For leadership enhancement, entrepreneurship development, and financial and digital empowerment. With expert-led sessions, mentorship programs, and business incubation initiatives, we aim to create a space where knowledge flows freely and ideas take flight.
This is super. See, I mean, all of them work, but she's the leader. So we have to appreciate the leader for sure. Yeah. Right? And secondly, I have to invite all the past presidents from Delhi. I want to invite them to have a tea party for them. They have to see what we have.
It is a milestone for FLO, but also a stepping stone towards a future where this Center of Excellence will empower, educate, and uplift women in many ways only to begin to imagine. Together, we will make it thrive. Thank you so much.
But beyond the projects and initiatives. Thank you, AV team. We don't need a repeat just now. As I started to say, but beyond the projects and initiatives, what I cherish most is the spirit of sisterhood that FLO Hyderabad embodies. The willingness to support, to uplift, and celebrate each other is what truly, truly makes this organization a force of change. To every single change maker of the 2024-25 executive and working committees. I need that slide, please. Yes, to every single change maker of the 2024-25 executive and working committees, to our mentors, and to you, our members, I remain in an eternal debt of gratitude. My heartfelt thanks to our sponsors, McLean Group, Oro Jewels, Tira by Tibarumal Jewels, Sri Krishna Jewelers, Aurobindo, Shrewsbury School. To our CSR partners, Vision Tech, Swastik Educational Initiative, to our CSR facilitation partner, Rihanna Social Initiatives Foundation, and creative partner, RBC Worldwide, I am so thankful to you all for giving us the wings of freedom to soar in the sky towards our lofty goals. I would also like to place and record my appreciation and thanks to Ajay Chauhan of Bharati Stills, Ramchandram Dhanarupu of Solus Media, Harshvardhan Battula of Harsha Events, CA Kasturi Rangan of Luminous Financial Services, Parish Modi of SoftPal, and their teams for the support extended through the year. A big shout out to Lavanya Golconda and Hitesh Kumar at the FLO admin office for always being there for us. I think the lump in my throat came when I took their names. Thank you, Hitesh. Thank you, Lavanya. Thank you so much. We would disturb them at 6 in the morning, 10 in the night, and they would still be there for us. Signing off with hearty congratulations to Ridhi Jain, my co-chair, for a fantastic innings as YFLO chairperson. She has worked wonders. She has worked from the heart. It has been great working together, Ridhi. All the best to FLO chairperson-elect Pratibha Kunda and team, and to YFLO chairperson-elect Pallavi Jain and team. Make 2025-26 count like never before. I will leave you both with some takeaways from my tenure as chairperson FLO Hyderabad. I hope they will help you steer the organization splendidly in the year ahead. These are my learnings, but you are most welcome to tweak them. Choose collaboration over competition. Mentorship is a game changer. Visibility creates opportunities, and FLO opens doors. Leadership is a constant learning curve. Empathy is a superpower. Inclusion and acknowledgement are important. Prioritization is a talent to be honed. Listening is more powerful than speaking. Saying no is just as important as saying yes. And finally, small wins matter. And something that just occurred to me, don't believe what others say about you, believe in yourself. As I step down, I do so with immense pride and a heart full of gratitude for FLO, which for me is not just an organization, but a movement I'm honored to be part of. Thank you, Usha, for insisting I join FLO. Thank you, family, friends, and colleagues at work who have patiently stood aside, waiting for me, supporting me, letting me live this year to the fullest of my capabilities and to my heart's content. Hope I've made you all proud and happy.
Priya, you made all of us proud with first being to open the Center of Excellence in 41 years. Thank you, Priya Gazdar. On behalf of the entire committee, we are grateful for your visionary leadership. Your dedication and passion have driven initiatives that empower entrepreneurs, revive heritage, and champion communities. Your work has set new benchmarks, proving that there is always scope to do more, be more, and achieve more. You have inspired us all to dream bigger and make a lasting difference. Thank you once again. I would now request Chairperson Priya Gazdar to felicitate our sponsors for the year with FLO Memento. I first call upon stage Mr. Prem Anand, McLean Group, our initiative sponsor, to come to the dais to receive the memento. He is none other than husband of Miss Priya Gasdar. Thank you, Mr. Premanand. I now request Mr. Anvesh Agarwal, Oro Jewels, our gold sponsor, to come onto the dais to receive the FLO memento. I now request Miss Geeta Mai, Miss Annapurna, Mr. Chandrakant, on behalf of Miss Radha Rani from Vision Tech, our initiative sponsor, to come onto the dais to receive the memento.
Every time I picked up an initiative, every time I announced an initiative and had parked money for that, somebody or the other would come and say, I want to sponsor this. So that's how we had so much money left over.
I request Ms. Prachi Trivedi Shah, Swastik Education Initiative, our initiative sponsor, to come to the dais to receive the FLO memento. Thank you, Prachi. I now request Ms. Archita Maurya, Shrewsbury International School, our event sponsor, to receive the memento. I now request Mr. Vihan Anand, on behalf of Mr. Ramakant, RBC Worldwide, our creative sponsor, to come to the dais to receive the memento. He is Priya's son. Thank you all. Before we move on, Priya, there is a surprise for you. National President Ms. Joyshri Das Verma has sent a message for you. Rashi, may I request to play the video, please?
Hi, Priya. This one is for you. A very, very hearty congratulations for a fantastic, awesome year that you made the tenure of 24-25. And all through the year, you have been doing amazing things, right from, empowering women at the grassroots, your projects, your programs, and with the Center of Excellence, you just kind of, you nailed it. I mean, we have first from Hyderabad, and you made yet another first, coming up for FLO from Hyderabad with the Center of Excellence. I mean, that is something we all should be doing across our chapters in India, and you were the first one to be able to actually convert it on the ground, and it is just ready for takeover, rather it's taken off. So I think you make all of us so proud, and I think it's like a feather on the cap for Hyderabad chapter. And I mean, Hyderabad rocks always, but I think this year you made Hyderabad rock even further and harder. So you've been at it, doing the right things at the right places at the right time, and you've been on top of it. And also every curation, your thought process of how you need to do what you need to do has been absolutely on point and so aligned with the objectives of FLO as a chamber of commerce, and with the thought process of power to empower always at the forefront. And you have been able to do that across the different strata, for our members and also for the women across right up to the grassroots. And I can only end by saying I'm so very proud of you and so happy that you are in team of 24-25. And I should actually tell you that please stay involved, stay engaged, and once your tenure ends, continue, to creating impacts, continue to stay engaged, and continue to build on so take flow forward. So all the best wishes and congratulations once again.
I now request FLO Chairperson-elect 2025-26, Ms. Pratibha Kunda, onto the dais for a ceremonial medal exchange and the signing of the charters between Ms. Priya Gazdar and Ms. Pratibha Kunda. Treasurer YFLO to take the session forward.
Congratulations, Priya Gazdar, for a fantastic year, and all the best, Pratibha Kunda, for the year to come. I would now like to invite YFLO Chairperson 2024-25, Riddhi Jain, for a final address.
Namaste and a very good afternoon. A gracious welcome to our esteemed guests, Ms. Reema Gupta, distinguished dignitaries, respected past chairs, members, dear family, and media representatives. As I stand here today on my last day as chairperson of YFLO Hyderabad, my heart is full of gratitude, pride, and reflection. It feels just like yesterday I took on this responsibility, filled with excitement and anticipation. Little did I know, the journey would not be only about leading, but also about learning, growing, and sharing so many unforgettable moments with you. When I first joined YFLO, I was driven by a simple belief: empowering women creates ripples of change that can transform not just lives, but entire communities. But I never imagined that these ripples would be so vast that I'd be surrounded with such passionate, committed, and inspiring women who would make me realize so much more we can do when we all come together. This journey is far from easy. There have been days of doubt, long nights of planning, and moments of exhaustion. But every step has been worth it because those moments of struggle, I found a strength in my committee that supported me, lifted me, and even reminded me is what we do. And speaking of support, I must express my deepest gratitude to the incredible mentors and chairpersons, past chairpersons, who have guided me along the way. You have been the pillars of my strength and wisdom. I couldn't have truly asked for better role models. Your belief in me made all the difference. Thank you. My dear friend and co-chair, Ms. Priya Gupta, what a force you have been. Your energy, passion, and dedication to FLO have been nothing short of inspiring, and you are incredible, and your committee is more incredible. You have stood by me every single time, and thank you. I'm deeply grateful. Congratulations on a fabulous, fabulous year. And today, as we celebrate a historic milestone under your leadership, we open doors to FLO Hyderabad Center of Excellence, a dream turned reality, a vision brought to life, a brand new home for YFLO and FLO, where leadership, entrepreneurship, and empowerment will thrive. Priya, your legacy. Thank you. Congratulations. To my incredible YFLO committee and friends, you are the heartbeat of this organization. Each of you brought something unique, and together we made the impossible possible. This year, our office bearers were the backbone, and our 8 head verticals led the way, driving workshops, initiatives, events, retreat, partnership collaborations, sponsorship, press and media, and the Business League, which opened doors for so many opportunities. Every success was because of your hard work, creativity, and energy you brought day after day. This journey wouldn't have been possible without you all. A special mention to the immediate past chairperson, Ms. Aarti Shah, for always supporting me and putting me always in front. Thank you. A special thank you to our office team, Mr. Hitesh and Ms. Lavanya, for your coordination and efforts behind all the events. Thank you so much. Then, you all, the members. I think they wanted to highlight the members, not me here. So, thank you for this. So we'll just wait for it to come. I think we can have all the torch shining. I think we are all back. Yes. So you all the members, you are the ones who truly made this journey so magical. The countless messages, the words of encouragement, and the collaborations that led to lifelong friendships. These are the things I will cherish forever. Thank you. The love, the energy we've shared are beyond words. To see you all rise, empower one another, and thrive, that's the real magic what YFLO creates. Thank you. A huge thank you to our sponsors and collaborators whose faith in our vision has been instrumental in making aspirations a reality. Thank you for walking this journey with us. And of course, the true backbone of it all, to my family. My parents, thank you for the gift of life and for everything you've taught me. A special thank you to my mom and sister who just flew down yesterday. You are the love and the guidance you've shaped me into. And today, and to my in-laws, you've always been there, lifting me up, helping me grow with kindness and care. To Varun, my greatest strength, thank you for the unshakable belief in me. And my biggest cheerleader. And to my children, Vardhaman, Vinaya, and Ved. They are here, they miss their school. Thank you for keeping me, keeping me on my toes every time. Thank you so much. And filling my life with love and joy. So now, as Oprah Winfrey said, the more I help others, the more I succeed. And this year, YFLO has truly embodied that spirit, not just in milestones, but in the countless lives we've touched. As a 19th chairperson of YFLO Hyderabad, I've had the honor of leading an organization that doesn't just talk about empowerment, we live it. Our impact speaks for itself. 18 initiatives strengthening rural livelihood, 15 workshops equipping women with skills to thrive, 8 transformative events creating powerful connections. We welcome 147 new members, expanded learning experiences at IIM Ahmedabad, Vizag Naval Dockyard, Google, and Amazon, and proved that when women support each other, there is no limit. This year has been a true reflection of that commitment as we work closely with the National President, Ms. Joyshri Dasji Verma, and all the YFLO chapters across the country. Together, we function as one unified body with one shared purpose. It has been a year of embracing our President's vision, collective vision, collaborative action. Congratulations to Ms. Kamini Saraf on being elected as the FLO National President for the year 2027. Wishing you a remarkable year ahead. Your leadership will undoubtedly inspire and elevate FLO and YFLO to new heights. It's truly inspiring to see such leadership shaping our organization. A special thank you to Ms. Pinky Reddy, our past National FLO President, for her support and invaluable encouragement throughout this year. As I stand here, I feel immense pride as I reflect on what we have accomplished. I would like to take a moment to reflect on our collective journey, the journey of change, empowerment, and transformation that each of you have been a part of. I'm excited to see just how far we've come and the powerful impact we've created. Let's watch together and celebrate that all we have achieved and all that lies ahead of YFLO. AV team. The magic of one dot, YFLO's journey of transformation. Welcome to YFLO 24-25, a year of empowerment and growth. It all began with one dot, one idea, one woman. A single spark that ignited a movement, a vision that declared, when we empower one, we empower all. This year, we weren't just witness to change, we became its architects. We didn't just wait for the world to shift, we made magic happen. Every initiative, every connection, every empowered woman, one by one, each became part of something bigger, a ripple that refuses to stop. Together, let's rise, empower, and thrive. Wasn't just a vision, it was a promise. Because when one woman rises, she lifts her family, her community, and entire industries. This year, we didn't just talk about transformation, we made it real. Rural livelihood empowerment, dreams taking flight. From a single dot, waves of impact spread across villages, classrooms, boardrooms, and beyond. Around 30,000 women empowered, countless more inspired. Knowledge is the foundation of empowerment. This year, we equipped women with digital and STEM education, marketing and computer training, unlocked new career paths with NIIT and Amity. From bustling cities to quiet villages, we uplifted women, artisans found new platforms, second chances became new beginnings, with tailoring training transforming lives. Empowerment begins with well-being. From healthcare access to cancer screenings, we ensured women had the support they needed to take charge of their health. Mental wellness program and medical camps help women build stronger, healthier futures. Financial independence is power. Women gain investment knowledge and leadership skills, learning to take control of their futures. Through Corporate Women Program, they stepped into their power, more confident, more independent, more unstoppable. Through impactful awareness programs, we united voices on critical topics. From road safety to national pride, we built a stronger, more informed community. Impact goes beyond individuals. It shapes entire communities. An animal ambulance was introduced. 2,000 trees were planted, ensuring a greener tomorrow. Sustainable practices were encouraged, creating a more conscious future. What began as a commitment to education and empowerment has become a movement of change. Together, we are not just transforming lives, we are shaping a future where women lead, innovate, and thrive. Connecting dots, skills and learning workshops. This year, we didn't just bridge gaps, we built highways. Highways that connected women to leadership, opportunities, and global networks. At IM Residential Program, women transformed into future leaders. Google Spark and personal branding help women master digital presence and AI-powered branding. Mindshare and Spark Time turn ideas into thriving startups and hone narrative storytelling. MoneyWise financial literacy equipped women with investment skills. Digital armor protecting your business ensured online safety. Sustainable Futures, Green Spaces empowered eco-conscious leaders. Empowerment Circle fostered transformative connections through deep bonding. Unfolding Maps 3D to 2D, Poetry of Gender Reality explored perspectives through art, identity, and storytelling. Real-world learning came to life through industrial visits from Amul and Amazon Fulfillment Center to the outbound experience at Vizag Naval Dockyard, where we unlocked knowledge and innovation firsthand. Every skill was stepping stone, every connection a spark of possibility. Together, we built an unstoppable network of women ready to lead, inspire, and transform. Events that transform the power of community. Powerful talks, bold ideas, real impact. From April to March, our events weren't just gatherings, they inspired change. Our speaker sessions sparked ideas, empowered voices, and left a lasting impact. Shattering stereotypes, we redefined women's place in sports, breaking barriers. Beyond horizons, oceans of wisdom. Experts deep dived into marine conservation and the struggle of our oceans. Balance and bliss, more than self-care, our speakers explored wellness as a way of life. Sustainable fashion visionaries, fashion met sustainability as a thought leaders reshaped conscious consumerism. Redefining glamour and influence, a powerful take on how influence and style are being redefined in today's world. Tropical Tranquility, a transformative 3-day retreat for women at Andaman Island. YFLO explored collaborative opportunities with Andaman Administrative and ANCCI Women's Wing. Independence Day celebrations, a tribute to 78 years of resilience, progress, and spirit of freedom. Regal Empowerment, a historic gathering of Indian royals for the grand finale of YFLO 24-25. Celebrating leadership, heritage, and women's empowerment. Each event wasn't just an experience, it was a catalyst for change. Every conversation ignited new possibilities. Every shared moment wasn't just networking, it was an empowerment in action. This year, we didn't just raise funds, we lifted spirits. We didn't just welcome new members, we welcomed a wave of hope. But our greatest achievement isn't measured in numbers. It's in the lives we've touched. Our voices grew louder, our presence stronger. Through press, media, and a soaring social media reach, we didn't just make headlines, we made an impact. We built an unstoppable network of women, leaders, changemakers, and force of nature. None of this would have been possible without the FLO national leadership and YFLO mentors for their unwavering support. Our dedicated office bearers and committee who made the vision a reality. Our industry partners and sponsors who helped open new doors. Each and every member who showed up, spoke up, and stood strong. Together, we sparked a force that will continue to change lives for generations. One dot, infinite possibilities. Together, we rise, we empower, we thrive. Thank you. The journey of transformation continues. The power of magic is still in the air, one empowered woman at a time. And the final dot is you. At the start of this year, we were just one dot. Now look around. I would want all the committee members to please stand. Please look around. We are a network, a force, a movement. But this is just the beginning, because one dot can be erased. 1,000 dot creates history. A big round of applause to the entire committee and organization. Now, as I pass the torch to the next chairperson, my dear friend, Ms. Pallavi Jain, I do so with a heart full of pride and gratitude. I will always remain a part of this beautiful journey, supporting, cheering, and growing alongside all of you. I have no doubt the best is yet to come. I say that in all my speeches. Yes, and congratulations to Ms. Pratibha Kunda on becoming the FLO chairperson-elect, and the best wishes for a best and successful tenure ahead. To every single person who has been a part of this journey, thank you. Thank you for believing in my vision, for standing by me, and for making this an unforgettable year. Together, we've created magic, and together we will continue to do so for years to come. Thank you from bottom of my heart. It's been difficult to put words. A journey spanned 12 months and involved so many incredible people. If I've missed thanking anyone, please know that you hold a very special place in my heart, and your contributions has meant the world to me. Thank you. Every ending is the beginning of something even more beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Riddhi Jain. That was an incredible presentation and an incredible year with you. Your leadership, unwavering commitment, and a forward-looking perspective has paved way for extraordinary achievements. I now request YFLO chairperson-elect for 24-25, Pallavi Jain, onto the dais for a ceremonial medal exchange and the signing of charters between Riddhi Jain and Pallavi Jain. Congratulations, Riddhi Jain, for a fantastic year, and all the best, Pallavi Jain, for the year to come. As we move ahead with the transition of leadership, we are also marking the end of another successful annual session. This session has been an incredible platform for growth, learning, and collaboration. Together, we have made great strides, and as we hand over the leadership baton today, we continue to build on the legacy of the FLO and YFLO communities. The annual session serves as a reminder of the significant impact we make when we come together as women leaders, entrepreneurs, and professionals. And as we hand over the leadership reins today, we look forward to even greater accomplishments in the year to come. It is now my honor to call upon the incoming leaders to share their vision for the future. Please welcome FLO Chairperson 2025-26, Pratibha Kunda, to deliver her welcome address.
So I will not need the stool for now. Only Pallavi will require it. A little extra one. Yeah. Good afternoon. Namaste. True leadership isn't about standing alone at the top. It's about lifting others as we climb, creating opportunities for everyone around us. Welcome to our esteemed speaker of the day, Ms. Reema Gupta, FLO and YFLO past chairs, special invitees, FLO members, friends, and family. It's an honor and privilege to address you today as I take over the role of chairperson of FLO Hyderabad 25-26. Today, as I step into this role, I do so with a vision, not just for progress, but for collective growth, for breaking barriers together, because when one woman rises, we all rise. To my immediate past chair, the dynamic Priya Gazdar, and the YFLO past chair, enthusiastic Riddhi Jain, I extend my heartfelt appreciation for a wonderful year we've had for FLO and YFLO Hyderabad. Your leadership has been truly inspiring. Your dedication and vision have strengthened FLO's foundation, motivating all of us to aim higher. Thank you for the well-curated events, insightful workshops. A special shout out to Priya for giving us the FLO Center of Excellence, a much-needed space which will leave a lasting impact for years to come. Wearing this badge fills me with a pride and gratitude as I follow in the footsteps of extraordinary leaders who have shaped FLO Hyderabad into a powerhouse of opportunity and empowerment. As the 24th chairperson of FICCI Ladies Organization, Hyderabad, I pledge my commitment to carrying forward the chapter's illustrious legacy while adding to it my unique vision. For me, FLO Hyderabad is more than just an organization. It's a group of achievers coming together to make a real difference. FLO's strength lies in its members, and I am confident that with your passion and support, this year will be a memorable chapter in FLO Hyderabad's journey. Before I begin, I would like to give you a brief introduction about myself. I hail from a lineage of fearless freedom fighters, the one who has made the ultimate sacrifice for the identity and rights of his people. His unshaking, selfless dedication led to the creation of Telugu state and redrew the map of India. He was none other than Sri Potti Sriramulu Garu, my great-grandfather. Married into the Kunda family, known for establishing India's first ever mythological theme park, Surendrapuri, I have taken over the mantle from my father-in-law as the managing director. This role is close to my heart as Surendrapuri is not just a project, but a legacy I deeply cherish. I have founded multiple projects, including Sierra Retreat and Pradhan Conventions. I find fulfillment in balancing work and life. I'm passionate about practicing Ikebana, staying committed to fitness, and actively engaging in organic farming. FLO Hyderabad has been an integral part of my journey, from serving on committees to forming lasting bonds and learning through empowerment initiatives. I'm truly grateful for this opportunity to give back to FLO. FLO is a force of empowerment, a platform where leadership is cultivated, voices are amplified, and ideas turn into action. Guided by its powerful motto, the power to empower, FLO is a space that fuels growth and meaningful change. Through education, empowerment, and elevation, we transform challenges into opportunities and build a stronger future together. As we move forward, the spirit of leadership, connection, and impact will continue to drive everything we do. Over the past few years, through my interactions with many FLO members, one thing that I have observed is that each one of us has our own objective to join FLO. Some members come here to learn and grow, while some wish to be part of impactful initiatives. Few come to get inspired by the speakers, and some want to transform personally and professionally. And many want to network meaningfully. With members bringing such diverse perspectives, I believe it is essential for FLO to have a unified vision that addresses and supports their interests. Our intention this year is to build for everyone, inspired by everyone, and reach everyone. Keeping in mind the 5 driving forces that shape our journey, we have identified 5 key priorities that will define our initiatives: member engagement and empowerment, social impact and economic boost, professional and personal growth, business network and collaboration, inspiration and insights. With this context, I now present to you the vision for the year 25-26. Our vision for the year is inspired by Panchatattva, the 5 elements of nature: fire, earth, space, water, and air. When these elements come together in harmony, life thrives. Together, as we embrace the essence of Panchatattva, we embark on a journey of learning, purpose, inspiration, well-being, and networking. Fire. The element of fire is about knowledge. It symbolizes passion and the spark of learning that will transform you into the best version of yourself. In today's digital world, being tech-savvy is a necessity, not a luxury, especially for businesswomen. This year, we are focused on helping our members gain digital independence by equipping them with essential tech skills. Tech It Easy is designed to make technology simple and accessible, offering hands-on mentor-mentee sessions that cover everyday digital tools. These sessions will ensure our members can confidently navigate the digital space. With AI Cosmos, we take learning a step further by introducing artificial intelligence as a business tool for these workshops. Expert-led sessions will cover AI-driven business solutions and empower members to leverage technology for growth. Empowerment comes from access to the right network, opportunities, and knowledge. This year, we are committed to connecting our members with key stakeholders across government, industry, and academia to open doors for growth and collaboration. Through boot camps, cohorts, and industry visits, members will gain first-hand exposure to emerging trends and best practices in the market. Our initiatives come under the earth element, reflecting our commitment to staying grounded and connected to our roots. Making a difference in our community is at the heart of FLO's mission. And through the earth element, we will strengthen our commitment to meaningful social initiatives from the grassroots level. This year, we are committed to driving a strong skilling initiative, aligning with one of the major national priorities. Our focus is on providing vocational training to women in both rural and urban areas with diverse skills to be independent and economically empowered. Additionally, we aim to train college students from these regions in digital literacy, financial literacy, and communication skills to enhance their employability. We will also be continuing the tradition of supporting art and culture of Telangana. This year, we are proud to launch an initiative, Revival of Dokra, to preserve the ancient Dokra metal casting craft of Adilabad. Our initiative seeks to revive the endangered Dokra art, empower artisans, and preserve its heritage. As part of our efforts, we are collaborating closely with the artisans to develop innovative and market-relevant designs. This year, we are embracing Dokra art and designing our year's memento, speakers' gifts, and incorporating handcrafted Dokra beads into our signature pearls, weaving this craft into our presence wherever we go. The artisans' exquisite creations will also be showcased at Style Tattva, offering them greater visibility and helping to secure their livelihoods. The element of space is about inspiration. It is vast and infinite. Our flow space is all about drawing inspiration from exceptional speakers and industry experts. We have an incredible lineup of notable speakers who will be sharing their insights, experiences, and expertise across various fields, from business and finance to healthcare, leadership, and the arts. Get ready for thought-provoking sessions that will inspire, educate, and empower. Water is about health and well-being. It is my strong belief that maintaining a good work-life balance is essential to thrive. We can live our best life only when we are physically and mentally fit. Wellness revitalizes our mind, body, and soul in the same way that water cleanses and rejuvenates everything it touches. Our wellness workshops are focused on physical fitness, inner strength, and total health. We aim to empower our members with the tools to lead a balanced and healthy life. The element of air is all about networking and connections. It symbolizes the vitality and life force that surrounds us. It is perfectly aligned with the power of networking and meaningful connections. We will continue to increase participation in the business league and marketplace that are powerful flow business platforms designed to help you grow. We are all set to strengthen our membership experience, and Flow app, we introduce the membership in-hub team, which will be there to answer all your queries about Flow and provide seamless integration for new members too. Additionally, the Flow app will now be mandatory for all of us. Now gear up for the grand 5th edition of Style Tattva. We will be having over 200 stalls across sustainable fashion, jewelry, lifestyle, startups, handlooms, and handicrafts. The event will be held at Hyderabad Hall number 2 on 13th and 14th of June. We have already completed the poster launch on 2nd Feb, and we are very happy to report that we have sold 151 stalls as of today. The team went, I think, above and beyond to get this number today. They said, no, we have to announce 151 today, and I'm really, really happy, and I think a special applause for the whole team who's put it together. They've gone in, and really, I think in days they made it happen. We look forward to celebrating the spirit of entrepreneurship with all of you at Style Tattva. Put all your shopping bags on hold for a couple of months because we're coming 1 month early this time, and splurge at our own event. And now this year, I think the most exciting and the most important question everyone asked me is, where are we going on a retreat? And here it is. We are going to the Scotland of India, Coorg, from October 28th to 30th. Get ready for an unforgettable journey, blending culture, industry, and enriching connections. This retreat is all about learning, networking, and bringing back unforgettable flow experiences. Our focus for this year will be strategically divided into 3 key areas: 40% dedicated to impactful programs, and 40% towards the meaningful projects and initiatives, and 20% to foster strong networking opportunities. This balanced approach ensures holistic growth, engagement, and impact for our members. Watch out for the first quarter calendar. We ensure members experience a dynamic mix of knowledge, skill building, and well-being throughout the year. Our interstate this year is going to be in the city of Nawabs, Lucknow, during 28th and 29th of November. An international trade delegation and study tours this year is at Germany in August. When what we seek from flow comes to us through the Panchatattva, something truly powerful takes shape. Fire ignites learning. Earth embodies giving back. Space fuels inspiration. Water nurtures well-being. Air strengthens networking. And from this fusion emerges infinite horizons. Throughout history, progress has been driven by those who understood the power of transformation, those who brought together the right elements to create something even greater. In the same way, we are bringing together our 5 driving forces of flow to empower women with the essence of Panchatattva as powerful forces working in harmony. As we do this, we unlock golden opportunities. With this vision, we are here to transform, to elevate, to grow. Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we are the alchemists. Let me now present my incredible team of office bearers. Leading with experience and wisdom is our immediate past chairperson, Ms. Priya Gazdar. At the forefront of our strategic planning is our senior vice chairperson, Ms. Sita Reddy. A master of collaboration and innovation is our vice chairperson, Ms. Gunjan Sindhi. The backbone of our committee is our executive secretary, Ms. Rashi Agarwal. With a sharp eye for financial management is our treasurer, Ms. Shilpa Raju. Bringing harmony to our internal processes is our joint secretary, Ms. Rashmi Doshi. Supporting our financial framework is our joint treasurer, Ms. Deepti Donkeshwar. Also presenting now my entire team of alchemists. AV, please. Thank you. So, my team of alchemists, let's turn vision into reality, ideas into action, and ambitions into achievements. A successful team is a group of many hands, but one mind. Together, let's make this a year of connection, growth, and meaningful impact. Lastly, I want to extend my heartfelt wishes to my leadership companion, Pallavi Jain, as she takes on the role of Chairperson YFLO. I have no doubt that she will lead with passion and purpose. And I look forward to an incredible year of collaboration with you. To my family, you're my strength and my greatest source of encouragement. Your constant support allows me to take on new challenges with confidence, knowing that no matter how busy or demanding this journey gets, I always have a place of love and reassurance to return to. To my friends and colleagues, your faith in me fuels my drive and keeps me motivated on this new journey. Thank you for your support, trust, and encouragement. This journey is ours to create together. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratibha Kunda, and here's to a bright, successful year full of achievements. Please welcome YFLO Chairperson 2025-26, Pallavi Jain, to deliver her welcome address.
Good afternoon, all. Empowering isn't just the right thing to do. It's the smart thing to do. When women thrive, everyone thrives. Knowledge is the cornerstone of empowerment, and when we equip women with it, we unlock their potential. An educated woman is a force for progress, capable of transforming not only her life, but also the world around her. With this thought, I would please request the AV team to play my vision video. I am Pallavi Jain, the incoming chairperson for YFLO Hyderabad 2025-2026. My journey as a director of Pokarna Fabrics is fueled by a deep commitment towards growth, both personally and professionally. With a decade of experience in retail and a doctorate in molecular medicine, I am a lifelong learner. I find joy in traveling and reading, and above all, being a mother. I firmly believe in the transformative power of knowledge and the importance of balancing career with family. My vision for the year is knowledge is power. I believe that as long as we continue to learn, we continue to grow, and it has profound meaning for women empowerment. I am also honored to be the 20th chairperson for YFLO Hyderabad. The 19 chairs before me have woven a tapestry of impactful change, their dedication a beacon for our community. I am truly honored to carry that legacy forward, building on their foundation to further empower and uplift. Learning comes in various forms. We learn about overcoming challenges and get inspired through personal stories and journeys. In the industrial sectors, learning comes through trends, expert insights, and diverse career paths. Art and artisans bring out an innovative platform of learning through creative connections. Women should also indulge in self-care, building community, and empower each other through bonding at retreats. Exploring factories promotes an innate sense of curiosity and engages the mind on a technical level. Personal health and challenging our stamina against time teaches us about perseverance and discipline. Workshops are a concentrated camp for skill development, knowledge acquisition, networking, and focused learning. In today's world, digital empowerment helps us work faster and more effectively. We must heal ourselves first before empowering others. We must always aim to inspire. Practice and goal setting are the tools of a good marksman. We must note that nutrition is a key component of our growth and development. Last but not the least, fiscal knowledge is the most important way of keeping our power and independence to ourselves. How can we grow if we can't acknowledge our own weaknesses? We thereby plan to grow through our initiatives. Secure your future by mastering financial skills today. Empowering women through education unlocks potential in all communities. Staying safe online by practicing strong security habits. Investing in a girl's health strengthens her families and her future generation. Providing legal aid empowers all women by ensuring access to justice. And more than ever, a woman is built by her community, so planting trees together cultivates a healthier, thriving and a prosperous community. I would now like to thank my mentors for the year 2025-2026 for their continued support and guidance, and proudly present to you my committee for the upcoming year. It consists of core members and facilitators and other notable groups such as events, social media, retreat, workshops and initiatives. Dynamic young women that I call the Crusaders of Change. Let's all learn, grow and conquer together. Thank you.
Good afternoon all again. I am Pallavi Jain, the 20th incoming chairperson for Young Fiki Ladies Organization, Hyderabad. A gracious welcome to our chief guest, Ms. Reema Gupta, esteemed past chairs of FLO and YFLO, esteemed members, guests, family, and members of the media. Your presence here today marks profound significance to this momentous occasion. I would like to express my gratitude to all the past chairs from FLO and YFLO, my mentors from both, for this opportunity, and I hope to carry forward this legacy and weave it into an inspiring tale of empowerment, impact, and achievements. My vision for the year, Knowledge is Power, resonates the core motto of our mission for the year. We gather here today for a collective and much larger cause than all of us. One that amplifies our strength, one that strengthens our community and secures our mark in the future. In my tenure with the FLO community, I have always seen Hyderabad shine with an aura so bright that it dazzles us all. The FLO Industrial Park, the Statue of Unity and Empowerment, the unique Center of Excellence, 20 years of YFLO, 25 years of FLO, and another upcoming national president, Ms. Kamini Saraf. This organization is the gift that just keeps on giving, and I truly feel honored to be a part of it, to be able to lead it, and sincerely appreciate the learning I have always received from it. We come from strong women, and as you can see by our two 8-year-olds hanging around in the crowd, we are raising strong women. We have all seen the numbers raised by Ms. Priya Gazdar and Ms. Riddhi Jain. It was a unique year filled with diverse events, motivational workshops, and brilliant initiatives. And our future is even stronger with Ms. Sita Reddy and Ms. Khushbu Daga. I would like to congratulate the outgoing chairs and their teams on the brilliant work done and welcome the ones next in line after us. The in between is us, me and my wonderful co-chair, Ms. Pratibha Kunda, a force of nature herself, and I can only wish her only success in all her events and many, many wonderful collaborations together. We have made our mark. We need to now continue on this journey of empowerment, building on the legacy gifted to us, adding our learning, insight, achievements to the rich tapestry of this esteemed organization. Let's gear up once again with renewed energy to make this year the most impactful yet. Let's all learn, grow, and conquer together. AV team, can you please play the first quarter video?
Hi, this is Baman Irani, and on the 11th of April, I am coming for an event for YFLO, Hyderabad, and I can't look forward. We're going to be talking about lots of things, but mostly about the importance of education or other knowledge that can empower you. So that's one of the things, but there are lots more that we can talk about. We'll ask you questions, or rather, you can ask me questions.
Thank you so much. I now kindly invite my Crusaders of Change to come on stage. Immediate past chairperson Riddhi Jain, Vice Chairperson Khushbu Daga, Secretary Akansha Agarwal, Joint Secretary Aarti Saraf Gupta, Treasurer Rupal Bansal, and Joint Treasurer Madhulika Appasani. Please come on the stage.
Thank you, Pallavi Jain, and wishing you a year filled with success and inspiring milestones. I now call upon Senior Vice Chairperson FLO Sita Reddy to deliver the vote of thanks.
Sorry, girls. Before the vote of thanks, there is an announcement. The renewals are going to start from 1st of April. So we have a lot of interesting programs planned in the month of April. So please don't miss it. Please make it a 100% record to renew by 30th of April. Yes. Let's be the first chapter to do this, and let's set a record at National.
Namaste. It is an absolute honor to extend my heartfelt gratitude on this special occasion, the change of guard for FLO Hyderabad. First and foremost, a huge thank you to our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Reema Gupta. Your presence here today makes this evening even more special. Ms. Reema Gupta is the co-founder of Caterpillar Wings and founder of Dotx. With her extensive background in technology, leadership, and social impact, she has been instrumental in creating opportunities that help women break barriers and thrive. Your insights today were truly inspiring, and we are deeply grateful for the wisdom you shared. Thank you, Ms. Reema, for joining us today. Now, let us take a moment to acknowledge and celebrate our outgoing chairpersons, Priya Gazdar and Riddhi Jain. Priya, your creativity, leadership, and commitment have set a benchmark for excellence. The past year has been filled with good initiatives, events, and transformative experiences. Your vision and leadership in establishing Center of Excellence is very inspiring. All thanks to your vision and dedication. Riddhi, your energy and passion, you made YFLO a vibrant and empowering space for young women. You have lined up fabulous events throughout the year, keeping members engaged, inspired, and connected. Your leadership truly left a lasting mark on YFLO. FLO Hyderabad is now more stronger because of both of you. Wishing you both a lot of success and achievements in future. Let us give a big round of applause to both Priya and Ritu and their exceptional team. Both the teams can rise in their respective seats. Thank you. As we bid farewell to one chapter, we eagerly welcome our incoming leaders, Pratibha Kunda as chairperson of FLO and Pallavi Jain as chairperson of YFLO. Pratibha, we all know you bring a bold vision, deep commitment, and an untiring passion for making a difference. We are excited to see you today. Your vision, your plan for the year, and I wish you all the very best. Pallavi, we look forward to the fresh energy and innovative ideas you will bring to YFLO. Your leadership is sure to take this platform to even greater heights. My heartfelt thank you to all the past chairs here who have been the backbone of this organization. A special mention to our sponsors, whose generous support makes all of this possible. Initiative sponsor, McLean Group. Event sponsor, Shrewsbury School. Gold sponsor, Neeru's Kunle Manor Resort. Creative sponsor, RBC Worldwide. We'd like to thank Radisson Blu for their wonderful hospitality today. And of course, a big thank you to our FLO and YFLO members. This event and every initiative we undertake wouldn't be the same without you. As we pass the baton, let's remember that true leadership is never about one individual. It's about the collective strength of a team working towards a shared vision. Today, we exit not with grace, but with pride, knowing that every effort, every idea, every initiative was driven with passion and purpose. And while one chapter closes, another begins, filled with new goals, new energy, and new opportunities to create meaningful impact. Let's continue to uplift, inspire, and build together. After all, the real success of FLO isn't it in one single year, but it's a legacy of women supporting women generation after generation. Now, in the light of celebrating our new achievement, I would invite our dynamic Miss Kamini Saraf. Will you make the arrangement for the clay? Yeah. Onto the dais for a small celebration. Can you arrange for the cake? Huh? Yeah, I'll invite once the cake comes, yeah. And also I would request all the pastors to join us.
Collect them Madam ji, please, wicket straight. Madam ji, one more. Get a smile, everybody. Get a big cheer for our team. Hip up! Hip up! Thank you very much.